Hey Ann, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Thank you for pushing that like button. Hey Andy, welcome. Oh, I'm all right. How are you? Okay, no worries. It's a shrimp. It's a cleaner shrimp. And then there's a clownfish there. I can hear the dogs barking outside. Yeah. I've got a shrimp, a cleaner shrimp in each tank. Waiting, hoping more people will come in. I don't know that you can eat this kind of shrimp. It does. It's not that big. It'd be little bitty. I wouldn't keep them to or raise them to eat them. Hey Vertigo, how are you? Just watched your live with Crypt Keeper. Crypt Keeper. Thanks for popping in. It was an awesome broadcast you guys had. Hey Vanessa, thank you. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Long ads, they're terrible. No, your voice was fine on the live stream. Sabella, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Hey Andy, driving, be careful. Oh, thank you, Sabella. Hope you're staying nice and warm up there in Chicago. I know Andy loves the cold weather. It's about 82 degrees here down here in Florida, South Florida. Hey, Calvin, Jeff. The fire alarm went off. That sucks. Snow, huh? Hey, Harry. No, not yet. The house has to get done before I order that 300-gallon tank. Right now, I'm not allowed to get any more fish either. Oh no. The groceries will wait. As long as you made it out. Yeah, it was a fun live stream. I was sitting in a Walmart parking lot for most of it while my wife was inside the store, and then listened to it the rest of the way home. Hey, Ian, glad you're here. I've got questions. I'm hoping you and Harry and maybe anybody else can help me. As the title of this live stream was, were mistakes made? I don't know. Last week I had the water tested on both tanks. Both tanks came up good on their water testing. I bought fish for both tanks. And yesterday morning, in the 36-gallon, I had 2 fish die. And then this morning in the 20-gallon, I had 2 more fish die. So I've lost 4 out of 5 fish that I bought this last week. And all I have left is the one right over here. Hey, Peter. So yeah, water tests were good, and the fish died in both tanks. 1 fish survives out of 5. I've got shrimp in both tanks, hermit crabs in both tanks. I've got 2 anemones over in the one. I've got the 1 tank over here with 1 clown left in it now, and that's it. Nope, 0 nitrates. I had the water tested and tested it again myself. My nitrates are down where they need to be. Sylvia, are you coming in to say hi? Yeah, no more fish for right now. I have no clue on what could have happened. I don't know. At the fish store, the guy that helped me pick them out, he was pretty picky about the fish we picked out. No worries, Peter. We'll be here. Thanks, Jeff. Have fun shopping. So yeah, I'm just at a loss for what I could have done wrong, or that's a good question. I don't know if they quarantined them at the store. They were all out in their tanks with multiple other fish, each one. Excuse me. They all look to be healthy. I didn't see any sick fish in the stores. And they both, when I got up yesterday morning, both the two fish died real close to the same time, almost one right after the other, and same thing with the two this morning. One died, then shortly after the other one did. And the sad part is the fish store doesn't give any kind of warranty on the fish, so not a lot I can do about that. So pretty much now all I've got is all of my coral and one clown, and then in the other tank the two anemones and a shrimp. You know, I know that a while back when I had the problem, my ammonia was high because I'd been feeding too much. Well, this time I know I wasn't feeding too much. I was barely feeding anything once a day. So yeah, it just kind of put me at a loss trying to figure out what I might have done. Yep, all the fish came from one store. And the clown, the fancy clown over here is the only one I've got left, other than the shrimp. So maybe you think that they were sick coming from the one store. Because I had them for the first two that died, I had for 3 days, and the other two I had for 2 days. So they probably all came in around the same time, I'm guessing, to the store. Yeah, I want to make some of them fat and happy. That's my goal, is to have some fat and happy fish. But on the other hand, my corals all are doing well. Hey Russ, how are you? Glad to see you popped in. We're just sitting here talking about my little episode. I bought fish this week. I bought 5 total fish for 2 tanks, and woke up yesterday morning and 2 of them had died in 1 tank. Woke up this morning and 2 more died in the other tank. And I had the water tested before I bought the fish, and the test came up good, clean on both tanks. So I don't know what the issue was. I bought all fish from the same vendor, from the same fish store. So I'm trying to figure out if maybe it was their fish were sick, or if I did something wrong, because I know I didn't overfeed, because I fed once a day, very little. So they actually only got fed like 2 days. So yeah, but I've already talked to the store, and they don't give any kind of warranty or anything on the fish. Yeah, they don't have. They said that there's nothing they can do. I'm hoping to go back in there sometime this week and see if maybe I can talk them into doing something, but over the phone they said there's nothing they could do. It's just the drive. It's about a 25 to 30 minute drive. Yeah, I got them all from the same place. Yeah, the clown though is still doing good, and he's in the same tank that fish was in, and I caught him as soon as he died and pulled him out. He was the second one to die. Yeah. That's the only thing they said was to bring in water to have it tested, but they said that they don't do any kind of credits or anything. I'll probably go in tomorrow and see if I can get them to comp me on something or give me some kind of credit. Calvin, I'll tell you a secret. Eggland's Best are the cheapest things right now. The organic. I think they were $4 something a dozen. What? I can't hear you. $3.86 a dozen for Eggland's Best.
That was
$1 cheaper than the others. I sure hope it goes well for you, Russ. I've never seen a cowfish. I'm gonna have to look that one up. A longhorn cowfish, okay. That's cool. I see it now. That may have to be one of my purchases down the road. Not anytime soon. $6.69 for Eggland's Best in your store? That's crazy. Down here, the Eggland's Best, like I said, we're $3.89. I think is what $3.69, $3.89 for a dozen. Yeah, I don't know that I'll be getting one then. Yeah, that's the problem, Jeff. Coraline spots. Hey, Maria. Excuse me. is that a test strip or test kit of some sort? Oh, underwater epoxy. Yes, the corals are an expensive hobby. Oh no, Jeff. And how much of that's for Calvin? I think you've got to add in a little at a time. Ian, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think you can add more in. Just how much is the question. I started my tank with all of my rock at the same time, except for one piece that I added later, and it was a small piece. The one right over here on the right side that coral is sitting on by itself, the tree. I guess it also depends on if it's seasoned or not. If it's seasoned, you can probably add more. But if it's dry rock, you probably want to be careful on how much you add, I'm guessing. Hey, Nona. $89, $88. Is that Calvin's part or your part? Oh yeah, they love baby carrots. Sylvie Rocky eat big carrots, but we have to cut Rockies into small pieces. thanks Russ for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Yeah, one of them moved up on the glass. He's been on all over the glass, and the other one moved down underneath that rock. They both moved a little bit. Oh, you see the crab, the fiddler crab right down on the front of that rock. It's the one that I had to pull out of the 36 gallon that ate my rain coral. So he's over there where he can't cause too much harm. Hey Cole, appreciate you being here. I just had a problem where I had two fish die in each tank that 2 days in a row. So yesterday morning I had 2 die in one tank, and this morning I had 2 die in the other tank. And I had just bought all these fish. 2 of them were clowns that died this morning in the tank that's showing right now, and 2 in the other tank were sailfin and a damsel, and they both died at the same time also. That's my only thing, but I had the tanks tested, both of them, right before I put the fish in, and they only lasted just a couple days. So a spike in both tanks is kind of be odd, I think, happening at the same time. No worries, Peter. I'm gonna have to. It is for it to happen in both tanks at the same time, one each day. But I haven't noticed anything dead in there other than the fish. And as soon as one died, the other one died right after it. I mean, within an hour. I don't have a quarantine tank. Thanks, Jeff. Have a great Sunday. I mean, I've got a 20 gallon and a 36 gallon, so I had 2 fish in the 20 gallon. And they're the 2 that died this morning. And then I had 3 fish in the 36 gallon, and 2 of them died. 2 out of 3 of them died yesterday morning. For saltwater fish, I hadn't thought about that. Okay. Oops. That's cool, Peter. I didn't know there was a stress guard for saltwater tanks. I'll have to check it out next time I go to the fish store. Well, that clown's just bouncing all over the place right now. Yeah. I've bought on Amazon before. Yeah, just the one clown's all I'll have left. And I'm just hoping that he's hardy enough that he doesn't die off like the rest of them have. It's killing me, all the money I'm spending on all these fish, and they keep dying on me. And I keep testing the water, and I don't know what else it would be. Yeah, he needs a friend. I've got some totes that I can use. How long do you leave them in quarantine? I've got the API. And I just did test on it the other day, and it was good. Indo, how are you? Indo, I had some fish die on me all of a sudden in both tanks. Yeah, Finding Nemo is a funny movie. I guess maybe I could just use the 20-gallon as my quarantine tank before I move them over here to the 36-gallon. That aquascape is 3 rocks. Each of them are about similar in shape, so it's 3 rocks. It's one on each side, and they're curved. So I curved them inside, and then the one on the top is like that. So it's turned over opposite of the other. They're all pretty much the same shape. Hey, Bonnie. How are you today? I would say just start putting in the rocks and see how they look. If you're going to be putting corals, just make sure there's room for them all to sit and have their own space. I'm doing all right, Bunny. Thank you. I had a fish catastrophe. 2 tanks, 1 and 2, 20 gallon and the 36 gallon. I had 2 fish die in the 36 gallon yesterday morning, and then 2 fish in the 20 gallon die this morning. So a little depressing about right now, and trying to figure out what's going on, because I've been doing water tests, and the fish store did a water test, and they said it was good. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting any more fish for a while. I like Ian's idea. Yeah, Peter, it sucks. Saltwater fish are not cheap. I don't know what that little floaty is there floating in the fish in the tank. Wish it would get sucked into the filter. Yeah, I might have to do that. Peter, if you came to visit, we'd have to go out on the boat and go snorkeling. So you could see all the fish in the ocean. Six trips, that's a lot. I've got 6 5-gallon jugs. I use what they're called, marine land. They hang over the back. Because I don't have a sump for these two tanks. Yeah, I've bought it from them before. I had a credit with them, so I've got two carpet anemones coming Tuesday from the credit I had from them. Oh, saltwater aquarium. Yeah, okay. Then let me open this link up. I thought that's who you posted. Okay. Now I've got their link up. Well, after our house gets built, I plan on buying at least 150-gallon tank. So I've got to save my money now for that one. So until then, these two tanks are going to just keep on running just probably the way they are. Yeah, I'll be running a sump on the big tank when I get it. Hey Peter, nice chatting with you too, buddy. We'll see you soon. Hey Salient, good to see you, my friend. I believe you can do a sump without having it drilled. It's like a hangover that runs down into the sump and then back into it. That's how my 125-gallon was years ago. I just had the outflow through a tube that ran down to the sump, and then a pump that pushed it back in to the overhang. Yeah, that's what I had back years ago, was the overflow for the sump. eventually when I get my large tank, I'll probably use the 20-gallon as my sump. Salient, so I bought the 20-gallon tank and stand with a filter I bought used for $75. Then there was the bag of sand and the water, and then also the pump or the power ball, which I think the one I got was about $40, $50, if I remember right. You're looking a few $100s probably. Oh, I don't know how water changes. I get my water for 50 cents a gallon, and water change and that's for the salt water as well as the RO water, both 50 cents a gallon. And then it's cheaper if you can make your own apparently, but I don't have it costs me the same for RO as it does for salt, so it's hard to beat making or just buying it. But I haven't really noticed much of a jump in my electric costs, but I've only had the tanks running for 2 months, a month to 2 months. Yeah, but you've got water that works from your spigot that I can't. I have this crappy Florida water. Yeah, if you've got a way to get RO, it'll be cheaper to make your own. Yeah, about a 20% water change. My electric runs about 200 every month. Didn't really change much with the tanks. I don't have city water. I've got a well water here in Florida. At this place, our new house is gonna have city water, but the well water runs through just uh, runs through one filter and then through water softener, and that's it. Thanks, Rita. Keep Indo warm. I'll need to get a freshwater tester so I can test my freshwater. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the TDS on my tap water. Thanks, Rita. I'll have to check those out. Yeah, if by chance I can get my tap water done and use it, and that would be cool. Thanks, Cole. See you later. Yeah, API is what I use for my salt water. That's cool sailing. So sorry if you guys heard that. Some car decided to go fast and rev its engine. Yeah, the fish store that I go to, have been going to, has a digital checker. Yeah, I get it. You'll be happy you did it once you get it all set up. Once you get it all set up, cycled through, as long as you don't have the problems I had with the fish, then, and this is odd because I never had this problem 15 years ago when I had fish tanks with fish dying off like this. So it just makes me wonder if it's the fish from the fish store. Crypt Keeper, how are you, my brother? I'm glad I'm not alone, but the wife is not happy with the money I'm spending on fish that keep dying. Hendo had to pop out. Rita was taking Hendo for a walk, and they live in Norway, so they're nice and cold. And she said it was too cold to hold her phone, so so she should be popping back in. I don't think I have I've got some test strips, but I don't think they tell me the TDS. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I told the wife that even if I don't get any more fish, the coral has got to be kept up. I've been treating them daily with the AB, little blurry, the coral nutrition, and then with reefroids once a week, which they got this morning. So they're getting spoiled. Yeah, I wish my test strips testing TDS. don't use pool sand. Use side live sand. That's what I was told. Oh, TDS is total dissolved solids. Oh, Ian answered it before I could. Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, TDS meters, $13, $14, $15 on Amazon, $18. So yeah, they're pretty cheap on Amazon. Yeah, and Vertigo is very impressive. Oh wow, I didn't realize my salinity checker is also does TDS. Oh, Ian, I figured out how to read this, and I've got them both at 35. Both things are running right about 35.4, 35.5 parts per million. No, don't tell me that, Ian. Oh. That sucks. Then I'll have to buy another one then. Sailing, it was a very cool stream. Talked about all sorts of invertebrates and things. And Vertigo is a very smart young man. He was in here earlier. I'm sure he probably had to pop out. He's a busy guy, busy kid. Yeah. Yeah, that's about what they cost. Yes, I have that same question, Ian, because I can calibrate this pen, recalibrate it. Can I test it on my RO water and then try and test my tap water? Terrestrial makes me think of like dinosaurs. I agree, Salient. It was a fun live stream though. Very informative. Even though I don't actually have a clue on completely what they were talking about, I was learning. Yeah, I know. It just kind of sounds like it though. Yeah, I'll have to buy a new one, Ian. Oh, I remember roly-polies. We played with those when we were kids. I've heard of a pill bug, but I'm not sure what it is at the moment. Let's see. Google pill bug. Looks kind of like a roly-poly. I guess that's what a pill bug is, a roly-poly, I guess. Another name for it. They're in the woodlice family. Terrestrial crustacean, group in the order Isopod. Well, guys, I've been up and running for over an hour now, so I'm not in StreamYard, so I don't think I can post a picture of them. Here. I can post a link to them, though. There's a link to what a pill bug or a roly-poly is. It crawls on the land. But guys, I appreciate everybody's help today. I thank you so much for reassuring me that I might not be the complete problem of what happened. Just hoping it doesn't happen again. But like I said, I'm just going to stick with the coral for right now and take care of it, and try and take care of my shrimp and everything else, all the little things I've got, the hermit crabs, my one clown, and I will catch back up with everybody a little later then. Thanks again, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.